name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're now tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens. As you know, I'm not a bookie. I'm the Bookie Killer. Sitting here with my boy, the Big Skipper, the chiropractor. A little late back from Texas, but he's here. He's grinding, and he's excited. What's up, brother?
Wow, just having a great time. Baseball is here in full swing, Steve. 9-2 opening week of the baseball season.
It doesn't get no better than that.
Woo!
I will tell you, it is in full swing, and your bookie will be swinging right from our nuts if you call in and do what we tell you. You know what I mean?
No pun intended. Baseball's in full swing. This is my favorite time of the year. Anyone that follows VIP Sports and the Big Skipper knows that. I love the shit. Live, sleep, eat, breathe baseball. I make more money betting baseball, Steve, than anything. I'm fucking so fired up.
And we'll get in that in a little bit. You've been around the United States a little bit. You've been on the West Coast. You've been on the Midwest. You've been on the South out there. And we'll get into that, let everybody know what you think is going to happen this season, who's hot, who's not. I know you saw some great bats. I mean, you got your predictions ready for these people, I hope, at this point, right?
I got my baseball predictions for the year right here.
Exactly.
I got all my teams graded out. The homework's been done. Thanks to you and all my success here at VIP Sports, I was able to travel, hit a little spring training in Arizona the last weekend of spring training. Shout out to Dana and his wife and his son, who I saw down there in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah, I heard that you went and met one of your clients, had an exciting time from what I understand, or at least they did, huh?
Met a few of them. Dana and his wife are good people. Met their son, who's a big fan of the podcast. Met them at the Scottsdale Italian Fest. Saw your brother over there.
That was beautiful over there, huh? How was it?
Chowed down with some stuffed shells, a little rigatoni and a meatball.
I know you had a good time there. Now, was it, the San Gennaro feast out here is played out. Was that kind of like played out, or was there some authentic shit out there?
Actually, to be quite honest with you,
a little watered down.
A lot more vendors than food, which I was disappointed in.
More of a carnival than some good food, or what?
Fuck, I went there for the food, not to fucking buy some jewelry.
Who don't?
Or some soap or perfume.
Yeah, I mean, at our age, we're there with the wife and kids. We're not looking to walk around in circles and fucking throw darts. I want to eat.
Yeah, a lot of vendors.
Give me some fucking beer, give me some food, and let me do my thing.
I went there for some Peroni and some good food.
Ended up with heartburn and a little bit of antacid, or?
No, actually, surprisingly not. The gravy was pretty good. It wasn't greasy. It was actually delicious.
Oh, fuck.
Shout out to the Scottsdale, Arizona Italian Fest. It's small. It's nothing like the San Gennaro Fest is.
Well, yeah, no,
it's a lot smaller.
But it's not as small as like the Italian American Club out here either, is it? It's more of a festival than just a...
It was more like a little carnival than it was a big blowout like the San Gennaro is. But the food was good. Everything was great. Shout out to Dana and his wife and his son. Big fan of the podcast. We love you guys.
April 5th, 2018, podcast number 162. Each week, like I said, we try our best to give you guys the inside information on what's hot, what's not. More importantly, the VIP Sports Podcast is all about the legalization of sports betting, making it legal everywhere so everybody can get paid. We can stop sending trillions of dollars offshore, et cetera, et cetera.
The next date, I believe, is April 12th.
I think 12th or the 17th, well, they should have the announcement, right?
1 week from today, I believe the Supreme Court comes out with their next decision on cases that they've already heard. Time is running out for the Supreme Court to come out with the official ruling. But as we know from being on the inside, word is it's already been approved. It's been voted on.
Well, and
it's just a matter of making the announcement now.
And I need to people need to understand about New Jersey. The reason why they're delaying on making the decisions is not so much people need to worry about the yes or no. It's what you and I talked about. When Congress sets a law into place, when they come down with the announcement and actually set the law that created and passed into place, well, now what that does is it opens up every other state, because as you know, when there's a law, you can't be prejudiced to any law that the government or anybody has came up with. So it's going to allow 20 to 30 other states apply for sports betting under that exact same law that they created in New Jersey. So they want to make sure that all the I's are dotted, all the T's are fucking crossed, because when that announcement does come, it's going to be a little bit more than just New Jersey getting sports betting. There's going to be about 20 fucking states hit immediately.
Amen.
Based off the same judicial agreement.
Ruling, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what they're
As
waiting
soon as
for.
the official verdict comes out, one state after another is going to be lined up to officially open up sports books, and God bless America.
We got a great show for you today, ladies and gentlemen, coming from live and direct out here in Las Vegas from our beautiful state-of-the-art studio, sponsored by our boys over there at betonline.ag. We do want to let you guys know right off the bat, there's a lot of fraud going on. VIP Sports does not text message, we do not email, and we do not have fake websites. People are making fake websites, they're sending email blasts, they're texting people, and I just want to let you guys know, be careful, be aware, these guys are frauds. We're the biggest thing in the business. We create more leads than anybody, so obviously we're the target of every single person in their underwear. Shout out to everybody out in their underwear, sending text message blasts. Shout out to
everybody in their underwear.
Doing absolutely nothing. Can't go to work and do a real job, so you sit at home and make $300 a week frauding other people.
Yeah, and even more importantly, Steve, shout out to everyone out there not in their underwear and just naked.
Absolutely. Doing nothing but putting a thumb right up your ass, huh?
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, we got a great show for you, ladies and gentlemen. As far as advertising opportunity, if you're watching or listening to our show, you own a small business, you know that sports betting's about to be legal. My business is going to 20 times what it is now, and you want to be involved with this booming sports business, you want to advertise on the VIP Sports Podcast, make sure you advertise us, or should I say hit us, at advertising@VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We'll get back with you immediately on how you can be a sponsor, but make sure you come with a lot of paper. This ain't one of those sponsors where you come up with 3, 4, 5 G's. Come with 20, 25 racks, or don't come at all. You can have your girl call us, but don't come unless you're coming long. Fair enough?
Why would you not want to advertise on this podcast?
The sports books that advertise seem to be making a ton of fucking money. Because one thing about us,
You ain't lying.
we don't refer to anybody.
No.
So people are calling on their own. Obviously, listen, the truth of the matter is, Skip, out of 1,000 people that bet sports, only 50, maybe 100 of them are begging for your information. But 1,000 out of 1,000 are looking for a place to bet.
Absolutely.
Everybody needs a place to bet. It's whether they want your information, because when everyone signs up for the first time, they bet on their own. They think they know what they're doing. They lose. Then what do? They call us.
Yes. And listen, anyone that takes their sports betting seriously, which I suggest you do, if you're treating sports betting like a business and not just a hobby, you want to always have more than one outlet to shop for the best line to make your wages with.
My point is the VIP Sports Podcast is all about making you a better sports bettor. Show you traps, give you the lingo, and show you how to bottom line make money. We're the #1 documented service in the nation, period. I've made history by going on CNBC with Money Talks. Our podcast has made history. We're making history again with the new show that we're doing as we speak right now. VIP creates and invents more than any other company in the world. However, the texting and the email has taken over this industry, which is a shame, because it's really giving the industry a black eye.
There's a lot of fraud out there, and all we're doing is just tell you, be careful. It's worse than it's ever been.
Correct.
There's people out there saying that they're VIP Sports.
Correct. That's all I'm saying.
They're changing 1 or 2 words in their heading.
In their website, everything.
They're coming out with websites to look like they're us. They got salespeople on the phone or texting you.
I bought VIP. We're the new owners.
They're doing all kinds of shit. So just be careful.
And to the people that are doing that, eat my fucking dick and tell your mom I said hello, would you? You dirty scumbag, low down piece of shit. You're broke. You got nothing to do. You live in an apartment. You claim to be a handicapper. Remember, you're only sports consultant if you have an office. You're only sports consultant if you have 15 or more salesmen. You're only sports consultant if you're licensed and bonded. You're only sports consultant if you do $100,000 a week or more. If you're at home doing $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 a week in business, don't call yourself a sports consultant. Call yourself a broke-ass wannabe handicapper.
In your underwear.
In your underwear. Anyway, you want to get a hold of the real company,
Yeah,
Skip?
listen, just call us. That's the only way you know you're actually dealing with VIP Sports, the one and only, the original, Steve Stevens and the Big Skipper, VIP Sports, LasVegas.com. Simply call us at 877-220-6540. We have two voices that are very distinctive. You'll know when you're speaking to us. Just don't be frauded out there. Be careful. That's all we're telling you.
Go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We have packages for all levels, size, shapes of sports bettors. Whether you're crawling or balling, we have something for you. And like I said, baseball is the time when all the little grandma, grandpas, the valet parkers, the dope dealer, everybody who thought they were NFL fucking superstar bettors, now go away. Everybody runs away, which leaves only the big boys and the real sports bettors. Because only real sports bettors bet baseball, and only real sports bettors bet NBA playoffs. It's a fucking fact.
And keep in mind, if you don't like watching baseball, because I hear this a lot. Oh, I don't like watching baseball. It's too slow.
No, but I don't.
It's too boring. Well, I do. Most people don't.
I don't.
Unless you're a true baseball fan, you don't like watching it.
I hate it. I love the money.
Keep this in mind. You don't got to watch the games to get paid.
No
This
shit.
is a business. This is about making money. Watching the games is just part of the entertainment value if you like the sport. You don't need to watch the game in order to get paid. If you bet 5 or 6 or maybe 7 baseball games a week and you're making an extra $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a week, you don't need to watch the game. It's kind of like I've said before, Steve. If you own stock in McDonald's, you don't need to work the drive-through window every night.
No.
Just watch your account grow. You know you're going to get your 10%, your 12% every year in your McDonald's stock because you know they're always going to be making money.
This is what I want.
You don't need to work there to make to make money in the stock.
No, you don't. And to you guys out there that are a little skeptical or you're a little clueless, Skip, I'm going to ask you a couple questions that a lot of squares ask you. I know it gets you mad. I get mad too. But I want the answers. Skip, give me a reason to bet baseball.
There's a million reasons why to bet baseball. It's the most consistent sport out there.
Okay.
Number one, there's 162 games a year.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reasons to bet baseball. What?
It's the most consistent sport, okay? You'll find streaks in baseball. You'll find teams that win 9, 10, 11 games in a row.
Exactly.
You'll see teams that lose 8, 9, 10, 11 games in a row. It's the most consistent sport to bet.
It's called streaks. Write it down and circle it. That's what he just explained. That's called a streak.
Because there's more games than any other sport. They play 7 days a week. And the travel effects on baseball teams are way more advantageous to betting trends than a football game where they only play 1 game a week.
Correct.
Or basketball where they only play 3, maybe 4 games a week. No. Baseball's every single day.
And it's not just a winning streak that you follow. The losing streaks can be a lot more profitable than the winning because a lot of these teams that are losing, you'll get them at underdogs. You'll get a good line on them, and you can keep pounding out the losing streak just as much as the winning streak.
Right. Well, it's the most consistent sport there is, period.
Another reason why, Skip?
Another reason, because the value on the money lines in baseball is unlike any other sport.
Correct.
When you play a dog in baseball, you're getting a 10 to 15% edge on money lines that you will not get in basketball, you will not get it in hockey, you will not get it in football. You're getting an extra edge because of the value of the dogs in baseball on the money lines.
That's all it is.
And it's about a 10 to 15% edge
Correct.
over any other sport.
Versus the point spread at minus $1.10 with basketball, football, etc.
There's a million other reasons, and I could do a 2-hour show on why to bet baseball and why it's so profitable.
I just wanted a couple, and the reasons why to bet baseball in the beginning, more importantly, is the lines are soft.
Right.
They're going off last year's power rankings. They're going off last year's squads. Some of these teams don't even have the same players. A lot of them did a lot of trading in the pitches.
None of them do.
But this year, more than ever, it seems like everybody went everywhere.
There's more movement in baseball every year than any other sport, simply because the roster and the number of teams, free agency, players coming up from the minor leagues, guys retiring or being sent down. There's so much movement in baseball. There's more movement on a baseball roster than any other sport as well.
So the bottom line is
you really got to be on your game.
And not only that, but it takes a little bit more money to bet baseball. I mean, to be a serious sports bettor, you got to have a nice little bankroll. In other words, and I'm not being rude, but as a college student or somebody, this isn't the time of the year where you call Skip or I and tell us you have $300 to work with.
In baseball, you need a minimum $2,500 bankroll.
$1,000 for a small guy.
Maybe 1,000, but you're not leaving yourself any room for error with $1,000.
I was like comparing to a college kid. The smallest you
Right.
could start is 1,000. Average person needs to have 2,500. Our guys that start
Right.
10, 20 grand, we can do a lot for you.
Yeah, if you're a $200-$300 bettor, you need at least $2,000, maybe $2,500.
Why don't you do something? Why don't you do something for everybody right now? Because we feel good. Why don't you do a promotion? And why don't you give them? You know what? Give them a fucking reason to bet baseball. How about that? Fuck me asking you reasons to bet. Why don't you give them a fucking reason to call us and bet baseball?
Great idea. Here's what I'm going to do. If you've never bet baseball before, or you're a little timid when it comes to baseball, and you don't like watching it, you've never bet it, here's what I'm going to do. Or even if you have bet baseball and you just want a little help. I'm not trying to change anything you're doing. I'm just trying to add to your arsenal, okay? Here's what I'll do. Today's April 5th, right?
Yep.
Give me a call tomorrow on April 6th on Friday. It's my wife's birthday tomorrow, by the way.
Hey, happy birthday, Miss Skipper.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Skipper, the big 5-0. I don't know if
Is it really?
I don't know if
nice.
I don't know if she wanted me to say that, but happy birthday, honey.
Sure don't look it.
Happy birthday, honey. I love you. Call me tomorrow, April 6th, this Friday. And here's what I'll do. I'll work with you for a full 7 days of baseball for $99. That's fucking insane. I've never done it before. Here's what I'll do. It's the beginning of the season. I feel good. Just came back from spring break with the family. Had a great fucking trip.
Now, are you going to send them to the crew, or are they going to have an opportunity to talk to you personally for $99?
What do you want me to do?
You tell me. I told you to give these motherfuckers a reason to call. I want to make sure they call. I want to call people's bluff.
Give us a call. You'll get signed up with one of the reps. I'll say hello to you. If you're serious about making real money, I'll talk to you personally. Steve may even talk to you personally.
Woo!
Here's the bottom line. For the next 7 days, starting Friday, if you call this Friday between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Pacific time, you got a 7-hour window. $99 for 7 days of baseball. Let me show you just exactly how profitable this is. I'll make you more money in the next 7 days betting baseball than you've made betting any other sport in a week. I promise you that. I live, sleep, eat, and breathe this shit. You want to make some real money? You want to get yourself set up for some extra vacations this year? You want to make a triple payment on your mortgage? Fuck, you want to pay your mortgage off? You want to buy a boat? You can take your family out on the lake this summer, take an extra vacation, pay the college tuition, pay your fucking house off, pay your car off. What? Maybe it's tax season. Maybe you've got to pay your tax bill. 7 days, $99, 877-220-6540. What does that break down to? $100 for 7 days?
It's unbelievable.
What is that? That's not even fucking $25 a day.
Well, it's exactly tiny money. And what's
It's $22 a day.
When you say that you live, eat, and sleep it, see, guys, there's a difference of somebody on their Twitter and Instagram putting up fake pictures and fake tickets and this, that, and the other versus guys like me and Skip that actually go to the Final Four, go to the championship, scouting every fucking team on the West Coast that we're about to bet with our own money. It's a little bit different than
I just scouted.
Joey over there in his underwear fucking emailing you.
I was at spring training the last week of spring training. Just got back. I scouted 6 different teams that you sent me down to take a look at.
Great.
I scouted 6 different teams down there. I see some teams that are going to really be struggling this year. I see some teams that are absolutely going to be fucking money makers.
Yeah.
I played 11 games so far to start the season. 9 wins, 2 losses to start the fucking season. It's been a great opening week. Listen, I don't want to beg you. I don't know what else to fucking tell you.
Well,
if you call me this Friday for a $100 bill, I'll give you 7 days of baseball action, and we'll make so much fucking money, you'll be ready to sign up for the rest of the season. Trust me.
Well, that's what I want to do. And for those people out there that need to be intrigued and want to hear about it and been making money off our podcast, 164 episodes worth, we're going to give you some valuable shit. After all, our job is to tell you what's hot, what's not, where to make money, who to stay away from. But bottom line, give you absolute blowout winners. Games that'll put a smile on your face so big you could eat a banana sideways. Those are the type of games you want, right? I mean, you do like making money, correct? Well, get ready to listen. Grab your pen and a piece of paper. What do you say we get into the show and tell these people what's poppin', Skip?
Kind of like Bernie I just ran into at the Hard Rock.
Yeah, what'd he say?
He goes, hey, man, Skip from the podcast, VIP podcast. How you doing? Oh, my God, I can't believe I ran into you. He goes, man, I've been watching every one of your podcasts since they started.
Well, good. You'll give me some money, motherfucker.
He says, I'm up about $30,000 just from listening to you guys. What a run Loyola Chicago had.
Yeah, no shit. Loyola Chicago, we played them all year, and like I said, made it all the way to the end.
He said, Skip, I've made about $30,000 just listening to you and Steve on the podcast. I take notes every podcast. I've made so much money off of what you guys say on that podcast. He says, I feel like I owe you money.
I would have
I
said,
said, motherfucker,
you do.
Get your credit card.
Yeah, exactly. I would have been Big Ron. Look, what'd you say, 30,000?
I said,
I'll give you a break, 30%. Just take care of 9,000. We'll call it even, and you can start calling me personally.
well, I told the bartender, I said, you see this guy right here? He just said he's got my tab. We
Yeah.
can start right there, Bert.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching the podcast on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Click the little subscribe button. Don't forget to click the little bell. That way you get alerted to notifications of new stuff that we do. I've been slacking on social media lately for a reason. I'm sorry that we can't post pictures anymore of clients. Sorry I can't post big tickets due to the fact that these people in their underwear reposting them, acting like they're us, and frauding our clients. It's not worth me putting a picture up of my $1 million client that's paying me $200,000 for some other guy to go stalk, get his email address, and find out and fuck up the orders. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's another thing.
It's a shame, though. You know, it's a fucking shame.
One of the last guys we talked about and put his picture up and shit when he came to visit us.
He got stalked by everybody and their mom, including our stalker that has charges on him right now. It's fucking insane.
He just told me this morning he's getting fucking stalked nonstop from his social media guys.
We're the biggest in the business. Everybody watches and stalks us. It's embarrassing, guys. Create your own shit. Get your own shit, because you ain't getting none of mine. Only thing you're getting from me is my dick right in your mouth. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Want to welcome all the people, the new listeners around the world, to the Podcast One network. VIP Sports Las Vegas Podcast is excited to be on your network. Kit, you have made our dreams come true. You've got millions of people listening to us on a regular basis. We get fucking probably, 300 calls minimum just from Podcast One alone.
Actually, the phone guy was here last week while I was gone. Veronica told me that they installed 8 new phone lines.
That's for the inbounds for the fucking Podcast One.
That's what I was getting to.
Fuck.
8 new phone lines we had to put in just from the Podcast One alone.
Kit, thank you so much. Like I said, when we first got to the network, it was a little bit slow.
It's been amazing.
You know, I was tripping about giving up half the money, but fuck. With everything that's coming in now.
I'd be willing to give them all the fucking money.
At this point, we really should. Like I said, Kit, you want to keep the fucking whole $30,000 a fucking month? Keep it, dude.
Keep it.
Because I tell you what, the calls that we're getting and the network that you're doing for us.
Well worth it.
And being involved with, Steve Austin and Adam Carolla, the interview I'm doing with him in a week. I mean, that shit's that's priceless. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because, the YouTube, we have 10,000, solid views that we get every week.
Fuck, we got 9,000 authentic subscribers, for Christ's sake.
But millions authentic listening to us over there on the fucking podcast.
Absolutely.
Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, VIP Sports LV. You can direct message us with any question. We'll get back with you immediately.
We are blessed.
Yeah, we are. We're blessed in many ways. We can show you how to make money. We can show you how to up your swagger. We can help you be a better salesman. Fuck, you can even direct message us. If your girl's not happy, maybe you're not fucking her right. Maybe you send us a DM asking us how to maybe hit from the back or do the reverse windshield, or
reverse
something. Yeah, you get the, when you're hitting it from the back, we can answer all sorts of different questions that you get to make you a better person. It's not all about the money, dude. Like I said, we got millions of dollars. There's always somebody out there with a bigger dick and a bigger bankroll. That's a fact. But if you stay updated and you keep your girl happy and keep that nappy dugout wet, I mean, I got moves that you never see. You know what I mean? I'll show you how to fuck the shit out your wife.
I did tell you it's the wife's birthday tomorrow, right?
Yes, it is.
Can you tell me about the reverse fucking windshield wiper?
Yeah, it's going to have to go.
I'd like to know.
It's a showstopper, Skipper. It's an absolute showstopper, like I said.
Well, I don't want the show to stop.
No, it's going to keep going, like I said, yeah.
All right, well, we got plans tomorrow night.
All right.
And after the show, I would love to
I'm going to write down a little.
And
remind me to write down the reverse crab as well, would you?
Okay, all right. You've told me about the reverse crab before.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to.
I've never heard about the reverse.
The reverse crab, you're kind of getting in on a little, it's a come down motion but it's where, you get the cock to get the top of it. You got to really get in motion, guys. It's more than just if you don't want the mailman or your neighbor popping your girl, you better get intrigued with these new moves because.
You better practice the reverse crab.
Yeah, yes.
I definitely need to know
the
about
reverse windshield
the reverse
wiper.
windshield wiper.
Yeah, we'll get. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the show and let's tell these people how to make money. After all, they just had to hear 25 minutes of straight bullshit.
Yeah.
We can at least show them how to get paid now.
Did we mention one fucking thing about a game or anything?
We didn't say. Welcome to the VIP Sports Podcast. We're not going to talk about sports at all. We're going to talk about me and Skip and our trips and what we've been doing with our family.
Oh, speaking of that, I should tell you the one story about my boy Jess. My boy,
Why don't we do this? I want to ask you where you've been, and then let's get into the show. We'll take a little break and actually do a real show.
All right.
Now, obviously, you went to the Final Four. Yeah. You've been around. You've been scouting. I sent you out. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, our company is all about digging inside information. You got all your notes and your records here that we're going to get into right after the break. But were any clients or anything you did out there, the festival, anything that stands out or what?
Yeah, I met a bunch of people when I was out. Listen, I love all the guys, all the people we met. Steve, we got fans all over the fucking
place. That's a fact, and more now than ever. Do you know our show is playing in Japan?
I can't go to a fucking game without at least 15, 20 people coming up to me wanting to take a picture, buy me a beer. And listen,
is that a bad thing?
No, I love it. Listen, hey, I love all the fans. We love all your support out there. Down in Dallas, shout out to my boy Jay Bell down there in Dallas. Shout out to my boy Jesse down there in Dallas. So this guy meets us, right? This guy, one of my.
If you don't think these people are going to be fucking Googling Jesse Bell fucking right now, you're out of your fucking mind. You said Jay Bell, then you said Jesse Bell.
No, I'm trying to trick.
No, I want him to go try to find Jesse Bell.
Shout out
you can ring my bell.
Shout out to my man Jay Bell. Shout out to my man Jesse. And Jesse owns a business in Dallas, okay? And he wants to meet the big skipper when I'm in town. So I'm down at the Ranger game last week, Rangers-Houston game last Friday night. I meet Jesse after the game. Me and my wife and my son go over. We're gonna. He's at a place called the Redneck Haven.
That sounds like some Texas shit.
Well, that's no place for the skipper. First of all,
Redneck Haven. You might have been a fit over there. Talk a little shit. You got way more game than a redneck, though.
I can fit in anywhere. Yeah. All right. So I'm like, all right, brother. Where's the place at? Gives me the address. I go over after the game. This place didn't know whether they wanted to be a fucking a redneck cowboy hangout, a sports bar because there was fucking TVs everywhere, all the games were on, or a strip club.
Oh, that sounds like a perfect Texas bar. That's how they all are. With a little bit of Mexican food and fucking Tex-Mex too, right?
They had everything. So I take right side in there. Now right side's about to be 18, right?
Uh-huh.
So he's the only under 21 person in the bar, okay? We're in the fucking bar. First time right side's in a bar. The cocktail waitresses are walking around with thongs on their entire fucking asses hanging out.
He had a boner.
They got cut-off T-shirts with...
right side in the house. He was tripping.
They got cut-off T-shirts with no bras on.
And Texas creates some big-ass butt cheeks, too,
This place did not know whether they were a strip club, a sports bar, or a redneck cowboy hangout.
I would have been excited.
It was everything together. It was kind of...
Now, where was it?
In the words of Kenny, it was kind of cool.
Hey, it was kind of cool.
I mean, it was kind of cool.
I mean, Edie Falco was there. Stop.
I mean,
well, you gotta lie to your wife about fuck.
I mean, it was kind of cool.
It was cool. I get 5 news a day through text. I write like $3,000 a week over at Sperry's.
So I'm gonna try to make this quick.
But I'll lie and say I don't. Skip writes 20 to 30, dude. I'm slow times.
So here's what happens. I'm in this bar. We order a fucking drink. He's there and he brings a friend, right? I'm like, oh, who's your friend, right? Oh, this is my top salesman. So he brought his top salesman to meet me.
Oh, now he's bringing his Top Gun to come meet you.
Yes, because he watches the podcast.
He wants his mouthpiece a little bit better.
Yeah, he's a huge fan. He wants to get a couple of tips and meet the big skipper, right? So I meet the guy, okay? The guy's Tex-Mex. I said, what nationality, bro? I'm Tex-Mex. He's half Mexican, half Texas.
Well, fuck, he's right on the line, bro. He's right on the border. Forget about it.
That's what he calls himself, Tex-Mex. The guy's name was Terrísimo or some shit like that, right?
Uh-huh.
But he gives me his...
A Mexican redneck, basically.
Mexican redneck is exactly what he was. Cool as fuck, dude, okay? So he gives me his business card. Now, he's my client's top salesman at his company, okay? On his business card, it says Terrísimo and his last name, El Toro.
El Toro. Is that like El Scorcho?
El Toro's his nickname.
Now he's stealing my El Scorcho name.
The Bull, El Toro.
Yeah, well, he's the Bull. He's running people over,
so
for
now
sure.
Listen to this. This guy tells me earlier that he hasn't drank in 10 fucking years, right? I said, okay, cool. You could be the designated driver. Get us home, right? So sure enough, my client ends up giving him fucking 2 edibles. Okay, now El Toro's on edibles.
So your client comes to meet you with his #1 salesman.
He gives him 2 edibles. The guy's
edible.
fucking trashed. When I get there to meet him, the guy's laying on the fucking table trashed. I'm like, what happened to El Toro? I gave him 2 edibles. He fucking lost his mind.
Yeah, I don't drink, but I did an 8 ball of cocaine and ate 4 edibles.
Listen, I'm going to make this quick. He starts drinking. The guy's drinking for fucking hours during the whole entire game, waiting for us to come after the game. This is a guy that hasn't drank in 10 fucking years. Now he's on edibles. He's laying on, and he's got to meet the big skip, right?
And he's drinking nonstop.
He's laying on the fucking table when I get there, completely fucking trashed. He's got bottles of Heineken in front of him, shots of fucking Jameson. I mean, the dude's trashed, right? So now he wakes up because I get there and he's trying to meet me. He's like, right? This motherfucker starts spitting his food all over my arm.
Oh, no.
I'm like, dude, I got to go. Bro.
I need $25,000 right away.
If you expect me to sit here any longer, it's going to be $5 fucking grand.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I mean, this is, the dude's spitting all over my arm, his food, right? Next thing, his fucking teeth come flying out of my
What the fuck?
That's why I wanted. That's why
His teeth came flying out.
That's why I had to tell the
I would have
story.
been like, hell no,
That's
dude.
why I wanted to tell you the story. It was fucking.
Oh,
it was
fuck.
unbelievable.
What'd you tell him after that?
this-
Look, dude, put your teeth in a jar. I got to bounce.
My
on it.
wife looked at me, right side looked at me, and I was like,
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck no. His teeth come flying out on the table while we're trying to have dinner. It was unfucking believable. Oh, so real quick. So the next morning, my client texts me. He goes, we can't find El Toro. I dropped him off at his house 2:30 in the morning. We don't know where he is. He's not answering his phone.
I bet.
Right? We went over to his house. It looks like the doors was pried open, trying to.
He didn't even have a key.
Someone was trying to break in, right? I'm like, holy shit, I hope he's okay, right? My client calls me back an hour later. He goes, we found him. He's on his back porch, passed the fuck out. He lost his cell phone, and he lost his teeth.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
He ain't showing up to work for sure.
One night out with Skip, okay? He
dude.
loses his teeth and his cell phone, and he's passed out on his back patio, and nobody knew where he was.
But he didn't lose a game.
El Toro,
Hey.
yeah, we won the game.
Lost everything but the game that day, El Toro.
El Toro, you're a fucking beast. It was a good time. Get those fucking teeth straightened out.
Oh, fuck.
We love you, buddy. Sorry about that long story.
I was just going to say, one of the worst stories I've ever heard in my life. And if that was the highlight of your fucking trip, then it was fucking terrible.
It wasn't.
We're going to take a little break. When we come back, we're actually going to do a fucking sports show and tell you how to get paid. Fair enough? You do like making money, correct? I'm Steve Stevens. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie. I'm the Bookie Killer. Whether you're here in town on business or to flat out gamble, don't forget, sports betting is a multi-billion-dollar industry and you deserve your fair share. Call 877-220-6540 or go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com, mention this ad, and get a $500 personal play absolutely free. See you in the winner's circle.
BetDSI.com. Over 20 years in business, A+ rated and fast and free payment of winnings with odds on all sports and global events. Get a free $25 right now to try the site and a 100% bonus on your first deposit. Go to BetDSI.com now because it's only a game until you bet it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. Before the break, we took you into me and Skip's life and talked about absolutely nothing for about 35 minutes. Hopefully you guys didn't turn the channel by now. You're still with us because now we're actually going to get into the show that...
Well, keep in mind, Steve and I haven't seen each other for almost 2 fucking weeks.
It's been a long time for sure.
I mean,
Seems like it's been a month.
We're just catching up on air here, that's all.
Oh, fuck. But that was fucking great, man. Dude's talking shit. Happy to see you. You said at the end of the night, the dude lost his phone, his teeth, his everything except for the big game.
He lost everything but the game.
I ain't mad at you. Anyway, as you know, the Masters is here, Skip. Masters is pretty serious for all our golf fans out there.
Master Closer Kush?
Well, the Master Closer Kush is always here, and that Master Closer 101 video is going to be coming to you soon here, too. We'll be doing that part-time, making you an extra 100 G's a month.
Oh, boy.
But, we'll get to that real soon. We're going to get into the Masters, brought to you by our boys over at betonline.ag. BetOnline.ag is one of the web's most popular betting destinations. Sign up for an account using the promotional code ALLDAY and get a 50% welcome bonus instantly. We won't get it, but you will. It'll be added to your bankroll immediately. With its management team together since 1991, BetOnline.ag offers wagering on nearly every sport and event possible. Once you're in action, you'll see firsthand why BetOnline.ag has an A+ rating, including the earliest opening odds in the industry, the best live betting software in the business, and most importantly, fast payouts. BetOnline.ag, because you can. Legendary group Jack Nicklaus, Gary Player,
absolutely.
Tom Watson, Skip, you know all these names. This is your generation. And
That's not my fucking generation.
when you were a
Those
kid, these guys
play-
were superstars. Yeah, they were.
Those guys were golfing in the fucking 60s.
When
and
you were a
70s.
kid, Jack Nicklaus, Gary Player, and Tom Watson were still the biggest things out there 25
You're
years ago.
out of your fucking mind. Those guys played in the like early mid 70s.
Skip. They were in their
Yeah,
best.
I was like 6 years old.
They were in their best in their 40s and 50s, these guys.
All right, well, one thing I wasn't doing was following fucking Gary Player.
Hey, no, I'm sure you weren't. What my point is my dad actually lived in Florida, and his girl, Ann, shout out to Ann out there, R.I.P. to my dad as well, was Jack Nicklaus's masseuse.
Nice.
So I would go over there with her to his big-ass mansion and
shit.
hang out with his son, Jack Jr.,
Cool.
and putt. He had a big-ass putting thing, in Palm Beach, Florida.
Nice.
Big-ass fucking house, but yeah, they got super paper. But anyway, the Masters par 3 contest Wednesday afternoon, Jack Nicklaus's caddy, his grandson, GT, delivered the highlight of the fucking day, I should say for the ages. After all 3 players hit their last tee shots, Nicklaus' grandson took a shot at the 9th hole. Aced it, hole in fucking one.
Nice.
Well, here's what Jack Nicklaus said was so crazy. He's like, hey, son, he said this to his grandson before they even went out. He said, on the 9th hole, after we hit, you want to take a shot and take a hit, you'll probably hit a hole in one. That's what Jack told him the day before. No bullshit. Sure enough, he hits off the par 3, bop, hole in one, ace.
Wow.
Tom Watson, who's 68 years old, by the way, won the par 3 contest at 6 under. Nicklaus was 78, who was 2 strokes back while played 82 shot 2 under. So 78 years old, the motherfucker's still out there getting it done. You know what I mean?
82 years old and shot 2 under.
Golfers live a hard life, though, dude. You're out in the sun all fucking day.
Yeah,
You're
real
drinking.
fucking hard.
I don't know who drink. Hold on. Motherfucker, you think me and you drink whiskey? There's golfers that, listen,
Oh, shout out to my boy John.
who do you think's drank more whiskey, Skip or John Daly? That's going to be the question for
today.
today.
Listen, you know me and John Daly had, we've had some relationships and not sexual ones.
All the golfers.
Shout out to my boy John Daly out there. Love you, buddy. I miss you.
Every time the president plays
Oh,
with one of the
he's
golfers,
fucking-
they're
John-
all getting fucked up on Crown.
John Daly can put him down, buddy.
Yeah,
I never met too many people that could hang with the big skipper. John Daly could hang with me.
My skinny ass will hang with you all night long.
Listen,
no narcos or no narcos.
The thing about John Daly is he'll walk right into a fucking dive where you would never in a million years think a guy like with that kind of paper would be.
No, you're liable to see John Daly at fucking Gino and Carlos is where you're liable to see his ass.
Absolutely.
Hanging out all night long.
Absolutely.
Taking shots of Fernet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
John Daly's a cool motherfucker.
Anyway, Nicklaus's grandson aced it with a hole-in-one. Looked like a straight fucking player. The old men looked good. It was a beautiful thing. There's no shortage of solid candidates heading into the 82nd edition of the golfer's most famous tournament, Skip. And yes, the list includes the one and only Tiger Woods. As you know, Tiger's making his comeback. Now, Tiger, who, by the way, has posted 4 top 25 finishes over his first 5 events this year. You know that.
Good for him.
Well, I lost one of my bets to you. Remember, I
you
said
did.
he wouldn't
I
come
wasn't-
top 10.
I wasn't gonna
He
bring
was
it up.
tied for 10th, which was 11th, which
ninth.
still had me.
Ninth.
Yeah, but he's won 4 out of his 5 tournaments. So Tiger's
He's 10-1 to win the Masters.
absolutely. And well, let's just go over the Masters. You got Jordan Spieth at 10-1, Tiger at 10-1. So when they're giving odds like that back to Tiger, he's earning a little bit more respect in the game.
Bad bet.
Bad bet. When
Yeah.
you got Jordan Spieth and Tiger Woods at the same odds, 10-1,
Horrible bet.
either Tiger's game is back on track or the odds are fucked up.
Justin Rose at
You're
50.
saying the odds are fucked up?
Tiger should be 25-1.
Okay, so
He ain't winning the Masters.
okay, so I got a bet for you. You're saying Tiger Woods should be 20-1, Jordan Spieth's 10-1.
25 to
I bet
1.
Tiger makes it further than Jordan for 1,500.
Absolutely, that's a bet.
Bet?
I got Jordan Spieth finishing better than Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
1,500.
1,500.
Bet.
Deal. It's going to let me know if he's real or if it's bullshit.
You got it. That's a bet.
Dustin Johnson 12-1, Justin Thomas 12-1, Rory 12-1, Bubba Watson 15-1.
That's the easiest bet.
Justin Rose 15-1, Phil Mickelson 15-1.
That's the easiest
Jason Day. If you want to look for the sleeper in this group, it's Phil. He's playing real good golf right now. His cases and his charges with Walters are all behind him. He's chilling now. And he's been betting sports and playing golf for years. He can handle pressure.
All right, I got Spieth. You got Woods. 1,500.
All right, let's get into some American League baseball. After all, people want to
Yeah.
know what the fuck you've been out scouting. They want to
Yeah.
know who's going to get the job done, who's weak, who's not.
I got it right here. I got my America League sleepers this year.
Well, if you're going to read your American League, why don't you tell us who the American League is sponsored by?
My
Skip?
teams that are overrated, I believe.
Yeah, who's the American League sponsored by?
Paperhead.com. Are you ready to start your own business? Be your own boss? then put your money where your mouth is, people. It's the best player management software in the industry at paperhead.com. Built with the exclusive tools to start building a profitable online business. The know-how and the premium service that comes with 20-plus years of experience. Paperhead.com is the solution for everyone looking to get a piece of this billion-dollar sports betting industry. Right now, the fans of the VIP Sports Podcast can get credited to up to 35% cash back. 35% cash back with signups at Paperhead Prime Package. It's the Paperhead Prime Package. This offer is exclusive to anyone who calls 1-888-978-0288. The number should be showing right on the screen, Steve.
Yes, sir.
1-888-978-0288. Call them today. Make sure to tell them that Steve Stevens and the Big Skipper sent you over there. Fair enough?
Fair enough. Listen, if we're going to talk about, what do you want to talk about first? The American League?
Well, you want to go off this fucking script, or you want me to talk about?
I'm not going off any script. I just want to know if you want to talk about American League or National. That's what I said. We ain't reading no fucking script.
Let's talk about American League.
All right, so obviously you're going to talk about American League. Everyone's going to want to know about Boston.
Let's do it.
Everyone's going to know about the Yankees.
Let's do
They're
it.
going to know about Houston a little bit.
Fucking A, let's do it.
We'll move down a little bit to the Angels and, let these people know.
Let's do
Skip,
it.
from what you've seen so far, tell me about the Boston Red Sox.
I like them. I like them a lot.
5 straight wins, all on the road, by the way.
Here it is. Listen, let me just make this clear. I make my predictions the night before opening day every year.
Correct.
Okay. Now I haven't been able to talk to you.
Let's go over your predictions.
I haven't been able to talk to anyone on the podcast because I was on vacation last week.
Well, you've been on vacation for about a year and a half.
I've been on vacation my whole life.
For about 2 years. Yeah.
My
28,
whole-
going on his 35th year on vacation.
My whole fucking life is a vacation.
You work part-time. You stay on vacation.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay.
Thank
And you make that very fucking clear.
Thank you for clarifying that, and I'm not afraid to admit it.
Oh, I know that.
Okay? Now, back to the American League East. I make these predictions before the season starts, or the night before opening day. I do it every year. Okay?
Well, look, any
I
show can give out matchups and read scripts.
Right.
People don't follow us for that shit. Skip, what the fuck do you got?
Here's my American League East. This is the way I have
You
it.
better write this down, guys, because he don't fuck around. I pay a lot of money for this guy to know this shit.
This is the way I got it figured out. I got Boston winning the American League East. I got the Yankees right behind them, followed up by Baltimore, Toronto, and then Tampa Bay. That's the American League East. Boston, Yankees, Baltimore, Toronto, Tampa Bay. Boston's lineup, I got them at a C+, suspect. I got their pitching ranked at an A+.
What?
Okay?
You got Boston pitching at an A+?
I got their lineup at a C+. In other words, their offense at a C+.
I get it. Okay.
I got their pitching A++. Okay? Which means
Skip, to have an A++, you're telling me they got the best pitching in
I have,
baseball. In baseball.
Top 3. I got their pitching top 3 in all of baseball. Okay? Yankees. Problem with the Yankees, I know people ain't going to believe this. Okay? Their lineup is suspect.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I really wish
They got the strongest lineup I've ever fucking seen.
I really wish I could have done this podcast last week if I wouldn't have been on vacation. They've been shut out 3 times in the opening week of the season, Steve.
Yeah.
They've come up with 0 runs, 3 games.
That's not right.
Shut out 3 times in opening week of the season, okay? And sure enough, what do I have here? New York Yankees lineup is suspect. I got them rated a B, okay?
Rated a B.
I got their pitching rating A+.
How do you keep giving everyone A+ on their pitching?
Well, it just so happens that Boston and the Yankees have 2 of the 3 top pitching staffs.
Oh, my God.
And I believe the Dodgers would be the third one.
Well, let me break those 2 teams down for you, first of all. First of all, Boston's got 5 straight wins, like I said, all on the fucking road. They took 3 of 4 versus Tampa Bay and 2-2 versus Miami, okay? Boston's home opener today versus Tampa again. The Sox's starting pitchers led the majors with 1.03 ERA, which is absolutely fucking amazing. It's the Sox lowest starting pitching ERA through the first 6 games in Major League history.
There it is.
They're the only team in Major League Baseball history whose starters have allowed 1 run or none in their first 6 games.
There you go.
Red Sox are eyeing their 3-game series against New York next week, which we'll see how that goes. Because as you said that the Yankees offense is suspect
I'm telling you right now.
At a B. I'm telling you that their lineup is at an A.
I'm telling you right now, Boston Red Sox pitching will shut the fucking weak Yankees offense down.
Well, the Yankees' 3 most dangerous hitters went deep in the game Wednesday.
Yeah, they did.
Aaron Judge, Stanton, and Sanchez all took it to the window
Yeah, they did.
and the motherfucking wall, Skip.
Yeah.
The day before shortstop, your boy over there, Diddy G, hit 2 3-run home runs. And,
Yeah, Didi Gregorius, fucking the unlikely
Diddy G in the house.
the unlikely suspect to hit 2 3-run homers.
Well, that's 6 runs.
He's not a power hitter, but well, that just goes to show when you're playing in a wiffle ball park, anything is possible.
Bullshit. They're lying. Listen, the bottom line is, how scary is the Yankees lineup? It's very fucking scary.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I say it is.
Listen, they're fucking good. I just say they're suspect.
Okay, they're good. So you gave Boston a C+, but you give Yankee a B in offense.
Yeah. And man, I totally fucked up, man. When I was talking about the Yankees being shut out 3 times in a week, that was the Dodgers. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it sure as fuck wasn't the Yankees. I was wondering what
I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. I'm back from vacation. My head's all fucked up.
Well, who cares? That's fine.
I'm talking about the Dodgers.
Yeah,
the Dodgers shut out 3 times in a week. That's the other lineup that I think is suspect and overrated. I don't know what the fuck I was saying there.
Yankees, with just the 7th highest payroll in baseball, have plenty of room to grow and get better, Skip. Yankees have played to the over in 3 straight games.
Right.
They're scoring fucking runs. Yankees host Baltimore 4 straight games. Then Boston comes to town on Tuesday, where they will smash.
Yeah,
and beat Boston.
A normal show would just edit everything out that I just
Oh, we're not
said.
editing none of that
But
shit.
we don't edit shit.
We're real.
I was out of my mind there when I was talking about the Yankees being shut out. I had the
You were when you gave me a B on their offense,
I had
too.
I had the Dodgers fucking lineup in my head. I was talking about the Dodgers, not the Yankees.
No big deal.
It was a total Freudian fucking brain fart right there.
Buddy, who cares?
Sorry about the slip. I feel like a moron. That's the Dodgers lineup I was talking about.
All right, good.
I'm
Now,
sorry.
let's
I'm
talk.
sorry about that.
Buddy, let's talk about Houston. What do you got to say with them? They're 6-1.
Oh, fucking the best.
They've won 5 in a row.
Best team in baseball.
That's what I said.
They'll
Okay,
win
so
the,
we
they'll
agree
win,
on
they'll
it.
win the American League again, hands down.
Okay, so we agree on that.
They're going right back to the World Series. They're the best fucking team in baseball.
The way they are right now, it seems
Yeah.
like all they can do is get better. I can't see
they're-
nobody fucking with them.
They're unstoppable. They'll win the American League.
They're young and they're fucking strong. Real
Mm-hmm.
simple. Houston currently is tied for American League lead in runs scored with 22, by the way. The Astros handled the in-state rival Rangers, taking 3 of 4 games in Arlington, Texas out there.
I was there.
Yep, these sure as fuck were. And like I said, guys, we live in Vegas. So when you see Skip fucking in Texas one day, Arizona the next day, it takes money to do all that, dude, rather than some guy just talking about it. You know what I mean? So let's talk about the Angels. What do you feel about the Angels? Because they're 5-2.
I feel very strongly about the Angels.
They got a Japanese motherfucking sensation on their
Ohtani,
motherfucking
yeah.
team. Huh? He homered for the 2nd straight fucking game.
Yeah.
Off, who was it? Corey Kluber on the last one? And later singled, going 2 for 5 in the Angels' 13-inning, 3-2 victory.
He took Kluber deep.
Well, I can't believe Cleveland lost that game. They should be fucking embarrassed, too.
Let me run down the American League West for you, for the people real quick. Since
All right,
we're
go ahead.
talking about the American League
We're
West.
going to get into the National League?
Yeah, we'll get there. The Astros, absolutely best team in the American League. I got them winning the West easy. 2nd place, the Angels. Even though I can't stand Mike Sosa, should have been fired 8 years ago. The guy sucks. He's the worst manager in baseball. But
As far as all the talent that he's had and
yeah.
not done nothing, yeah, he is for sure.
Even though he won't be able to get out of his own fucking way once again this year, his talent is going to get him there this year. The Angels, I got as one of my sleepers this year. In the
How are they a sleeper? They're ranked like the fucking 2nd best in the fucking
because they're
division.
Because nobody sees the Angels doing anything.
Oh, I got you.
I
You
got-
mean anything far.
I got the Angels catching a wild card this year, making the playoffs. Astros number 1 in the West, Angels right behind them, followed up by the Mariners in 3rd, Texas Rangers in 4th, and then Oakland bringing up the rear.
Okay, I agree with that.
All right, my 2 sleepers in the American
I
League.
think Oakland is definitely not the team they were 2 years ago. They're fucked.
Oakland might actually be 4th and the Rangers be last because Texas really sucks.
I'd take Oakland over Texas.
Yeah, they kicked their ass last night. Listen, I just have it Texas 4, Oakland 4th. It could be Oakland 4th, Texas 5th, but that's just the way I got it. My 2 sleepers in the American League, LA Angels, and the other one, Baltimore Orioles. They play in a real tough division over there in the American League East, playing with the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Blue Jays. It's a tough division. However, Baltimore's going to get their game. They're going to get some ass.
We made a lot of money with Baltimore. They got the same team, or they had a lot of changes as well?
They got a very similar team. They've got a few additions and subtractions, but they got very similar.
Equal,
team.
not better, not worse?
Their pitching's not great. Their lineup, they're having.
What's their pitcher? What are you ranking their pitching?
They're struggling. Their offense is struggling. Let's just say that. Their pitching, I got ranked C minus. Their lineup, I got them at a B plus. They're a sleeper. I got them. They're struggling hitting right now. Okay.
Okay, American League top 3 teams you see there at the end. Obviously, Houston, Yankees, Boston, or
Well, let me go to the American League Central.
Okay.
I got the Twins. Might be a sleeper for you. I got the Minnesota Twins beating the Indians in the American League Central.
I got Twins sleeping and not scoring enough runs. Okay.
I got this as the most even division in the American League, actually. I got the Twins on top, followed by the Cleveland Indians. I got the White Sox in 3rd, Detroit in 4th, and Kansas City in 5th. My 2 sleepers, Orioles and the Angels. My 2 teams that I feel are most overrated in the American League, Cleveland Indians and the Blue Jays, I think are overrated, top 2 overrated teams in the American League. Teams that will play better than expected this year, Minnesota Twins and the White Sox in the American League. And I got the Astros winning the American League, so there you have it.
I love it. Now, that's what the fuck people want to hear, my man.
The playoffs, you're looking at Boston wins the East, Twins win the Central, Astros win the West, and I got my 2 wild card teams as the Yankees and the Angels.
I'll put Yankees up a little higher than that as a guaranteed
think they beat
spot.
Boston? You think they win the division?
Yes, I do. And
All
I
right.
think when they play this week, they take that series too.
Okay. I'm ready for the National League whenever you are.
Yeah, so am I. Let's do the National League, which is sponsored by our boys over there at BetDSI.com. Operating for more than 20 years, BetDSI.com is an A-plus rated, offers fast payment winnings with odds on all sports and global events from the player who demands it all, including office pools, poker room, horse wagering, skill games, to the no-nonsense well bettor that needs a no-nonsense high-limit sports book. BetDSI.com is the perfect choice. So if you're looking for the best solution to place your action, go to BetDSI.com. Use the promotional code CHEDDAR to get a $25 wager on the house and a 200% bonus on your first deposit. That promotional code again is CHEDDAR. BetDSI.com, where it's only a game until you bet it.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get in the National.
I still feel like a fucking dick. I can't believe I was talking about the Yankees lineup like that.
It's all right.
I was totally meant.
I was staying my ground.
That
You
was-
weren't going to tell me
Yeah.
that they, I
No,
was just
the
like, what are you talking about?
The Yankees are packed with fucking beasts. They can hit the ball. They're going to score a lot of runs.
But you
I
still
was-
rank their offense at a B. That wasn't a mistake.
I do got their offense ranked to B. But absolutely, I was talking about the Dodgers there. Everything I was saying about.
Why don't you clear up? So what is the Dodgers? You want to go over the Dodgers?
The Dodgers lineup is fucking suspect.
What do you rank their pitching?
That's the other A.
That was the other A.
Yeah, you got the Red Sox, the Yankees, and the Dodgers. With
Okay,
the,
and
the
then-
be- best pitching in baseball.
And then how do you rank their offense?
Dodgers pitching A plus.
Okay, well, you give everyone A fucking plus.
Okay.
You're fucking me. I'd like
Offensive-
to. I wish you were my
offensive-
fucking teacher.
Oh, no, I got 3 A pluses.
You got A pluses all over your fucking list.
The Dodgers, the Red Sox, the Yankees, best pitching in the game.
All right.
Lineup is suspect, very suspect. The thing about the Dodgers, they got 4 left-handed starters. That could pose a problem at some point, but probably not.
Okay, offense.
Their pitching
What's the ranking?
is phenomenal. Okay, their offense is what I got as suspect. Very.
See?
You saw what they did in the fucking postseason in the National League Championship.
didn't score enough, is
last
it?
year. Yeah, they didn't score. But would Bellinger go 0 for 75 or something?
Terrible, yeah.
I mean, come on. I got the Dodgers offense being incredibly suspect this year.
All right.
They're going to be held up with their outstanding fucking pitching staff. And sure enough, they were shut out 3 times in opening week, Dodgers offense.
Obviously,
The National League West, I have as being the most even team in the most even division in the National League. Okay, so through all that, I still see the Dodgers winning the National League West. I got the Giants in second in the West.
oh hell, fucking no.
They're
Even
one-
though they're playing strong and scoring a lot of runs,
One of my 2 sleepers in
that
the
will
National.
not last.
One of my 2 sleepers, yeah, it will. Dude, they're scoring runs this year.
I saw that. That won't last.
They had the best fucking offense in spring training. I bet nobody knows that.
That's what you're here. That's what you're here to tell them.
And they're still hitting the ball. Okay. Now they had a little setback, some major setbacks. Bumgarner got hurt. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks. Samardzija's out for 6 to 8 weeks. And despite all that, they're actually still winning. Opening week of the season, they're still winning.
They're pounding
What, when they
people.
put up 10 runs again
That's what
last?
they're
put up-
pounding people.
They put up 10 runs last night. In that ballpark, that's not an easy feat to do. All right? I got the Giants and the Rockies as my 2 sleepers in the National League this year.
Okay.
I got Dodgers winning the West, Giants right behind them, followed by the Rockies, and then the Padres, and I got the D-backs in the basement this year in the National League West. However, they've started out pretty strong.
So you think so? Well, just to go over Arizona Diamondbacks, 5-1 out of 6 games. Patrick Corbin gave up only 1 hit
Yep.
and struck out a career high 12 in 7 1/3 innings of the Diamondbacks' 3-0 victory over the LA Angels.
Corbin is
I mean the Dodgers, not the Angels.
yeah,
They beat the Dodgers.
one of their
3-0.
shutouts last night.
Yeah.
0 runs.
Correct, 3-0.
Patrick Corbin shut him down.
Their third straight series sweep against 5-time defending National West champions, by the way.
Yep.
It seems like they own fucking the Dodgers.
They do own the Dodgers.
Diamondbacks have won 4 straight series against the Dodgers, including a franchise record 9 straight regular season games. Diamondbacks will kick off a 9-game road trip on Thursday with the first game of a 3-game series in St. Louis. The Cardinals home opener. So you got to win on the road, like you've always said as well. Shows like they've been winning.
Correct.
They've won 5-1. Let's see if they can win on the road. People are always going to ask you why you didn't mention Washington. You didn't say one thing about.
I'm going to get there.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
What do you think?
All right, let's go over to the National League East.
Okay.
I got the Nationals on top, winning the East, followed by the Mets in second. I got my Phillies in third, believe it or not. The Braves in fourth, and the Marlins bringing up the basement in the East. So the National League East goes Washington, the Mets, the Phillies, then the Braves, then the Marlins.
Okay, I forgot to disagree with you before. You had the Arizona Diamondbacks in the basement on
Yeah.
your lowest of the list. I don't
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah, I do.
They'll be a little higher than that by the end.
Well, you know, I was disappointed when they didn't re-sign JD. I can't believe they fucking let him go to the Red Sox. But anyway, it's only going to help Boston.
So back to Washington. You said they're 4-2, so they're hitting 66%.
I got the Nationals on top in the East.
Well,
and,
today-
and I'm going to talk more about them in a second. Go ahead.
Well, go ahead, because today Washington's home opener kicks off a 3-game series against the first place Mets. You know that, right?
Yes, I do.
Harper and Adam fucking Easton in the motherfucking house had fantastic debuts against the Reds.
It's Harper's year, buddy. It's the Vegas Kids' year.
Motherfucking right, LV, baby.
Chris Bryant got his. Harper's going to get his this year.
Well, Bryant's already got his.
All right.
That motherfucker got
No,
a World
I
Series.
mean, he's going to get it.
He's got that ring, though, player.
No, Harper's going to get the ring.
Well, Bryant's got the ring.
That's what I said.
He's a player.
Harper gets his this year.
They're all Vegas boys. I love them all. Vegas is running fucking Major League Baseball, to be honest with you, brother. We got some of the baddest boys
Joey Gallo.
coming straight from the town.
Bryce Harper, Chris
But anyway,
Bryant.
look, they drove in 9 runs between the both of them. The Nats had issues with their bullpen last year, but with Sean Doolittle, Ryan Madison, and Brandon fucking Kay in tow, they should revert back to normal form, if you ask me.
Yeah, they got Ryan Matson, the old Phillies reliever, and he actually used to start for us. Sean Doolittle. They're going to be there. Listen, here's what I feel about the Nationals, okay, since we're talking about Washington. They got rid of the cancer on this team. Jason Worthless is gone.
Is he really?
That's 23. Yeah, he's not even on a roster anywhere.
Dude,
okay?
if he ever goes anywhere, shave your hair,
Jason-
clean your fucking self up, and play baseball,
Yeah,
dude.
cut your fucking
You're
hair.
dirty as fuck, man.
Cut your hair, shave off your beard. You might be able to see the ball
They paid
again.
you a lot of money,
Hey.
dude. Clean up.
You might be able to return to those days of 2008 when you won it all with the Philadelphia Phillies.
And earn the $100 million plus that the motherfuckers got.
He signed a $123 million contract
I said 100
after that.
plus.
And the contract ended last year, and nobody picked his worthless ass up. Jason Worthless is not even on a roster this
Well,
year.
bro, if me and you are owners, you don't think I'm making the call to you like, dude, this dude hurt my pocket. Fuck him, dude. Fuck.
So
It's not a secret. He sucks.
the Washington Nationals.
He never used to suck, though.
The Washington Nationals got rid of the cancer. Jason Worthless is gone. Dusty Baker is gone. That's right, I said it. Dusty Baker, the cancer, is gone, and Jason Worthless, the cancer, is gone. Dusty Baker's a choker. He'll never fucking win anything big. He chokes every year in the postseason. He's gone. So that being said, it's the Nationals' fucking year. Let me tell you right now. The Washington Nationals win the National League. The Houston Astros win the American League. It's going to be the Nationals and the Astros in the World Series. And Bryce Harper, the Vegas Kid, is going to get his piece of the pie. He's going to get his ring. They're going to upset the Astros. They're going to come into the World Series as the dog in the series. And they're going to beat the Astros. And the Nationals win it all this year. You heard it right here.
Who has a stronger lineup, the Mets or the Washington?
Nationals.
I don't know. Mets are pretty fucking solid.
I got the
dude.
Mets in
You're
second.
playing the. Oh, you got. I was gonna say.
I got the Mets getting the wild card.
a wild card.
Yeah, so real quick, I'll do the Central.
Okay, go ahead.
The Cubs win the Central. Followed up.
What about the Pirates? Okay, go ahead.
Followed up by the Brewers. Okay, it's going to be a dogfight till the end.
What'd you say? Cubs, Brewers?
Cubs, and then the Brewers. And then, believe it or not, I got the Cincinnati Reds in third, followed by the Cardinals, and then the Pirates bringing up ass in the
Oh, God.
Well, I know the Pirates are playing well the first week
Well,
of the season.
4-1 doesn't mean nothing. They
got
played
nothing.
5 fucking games, dude.
They got nothing.
There's a lot of sorry teams that seem like they're 4-1 right now.
Pittsburgh got nothing. They're
Picks-
going to start losing, and they'll start losing big.
Pittsburgh's 4-1. Milwaukee's 4-2 with the very early lead in the NL Central Division, by the way. Chicago Cubs, St. Louis, and Cincinnati bringing up the rear. The Cubs will look to change that as they open up a 4-game series today in Milwaukee for the Brewers. Left-handed pitcher Brent Sutter opens up that series home against the Cubs. He's 1-0 with a 0.7 ERA over 12 innings in his last 2 starts against the Cubs. So he pitches pretty good against the motherfuckers. I know that. After striking out 11 times in the team's 1-0 loss in the Reds, the Cubs totaled 58 strikeouts through the first 5 games. That's a National League record.
Not bad. That's not bad.
That's not bad, huh?
So the 2 sleepers in the National League, San Francisco Giants, and when they get Bumgarner and Samardzija back, watch out for the Giants. You're going to be able to make a lot of money on this team this year. The other sleeper in the National League, the Colorado Rockies, they got one hell of a lineup. Their pitching sucks. Look for a lot of overs in the Rocky games this year. The 2 teams I got overrated in the National League, I got the Diamondbacks overrated. Steve doesn't necessarily agree with that. I got them bringing up the rear in the National League West. I think they're one of the most overrated teams in the National League. The other overrated team in the National League, Steve, is the St. Louis Cardinals. I believe they're overrated. I'm going to look to go against them quite often this year, even though they made me some money in the first week of the season. But I'm going to look to go against them this year. A couple of teams you might want to look for some dog value. You're going to be able to find some good spots on the Reds plus money this year. The Padres, you'll be able to find some good plus money. And
Hold on.
And believe it or not, you'll be able to find some good plus value on the Phillies every now and then, especially when Aaron Nola or Jake Arrieta's pitching.
Listen, do not misunderstand what he said. Yeah, you're going to see the San Diego Padres at a lot of pluses. That doesn't mean you bet them. They're the worst fucking team in the league. They're the worst fucking baseball team I've ever seen, and that's how I was going to end baseball. If you want to ride a streak right now, like we talked about early, you bet against San Diego pretty much every game. They are the worst team to start in Major League Baseball right now.
No, the Marlins are. But
I personally think Padres with their 1-4 record,
They're pretty
their
bad.
lineup, their pitching,
They're
their
pretty bad.
offense, I'm giving them a D all the way from front to fucking back.
They're pretty bad. I think you'll be able to find some good pluses in the right situations with them, however.
Well, you're going to find a good plus. Does that mean you're going to win?
No, they suck. Hey, listen, I'm not telling you they're good. They suck.
So, yeah, you're going to find some.
They're a bottom 4 team.
Correct.
Yeah.
Padres are struggling out the gate. San Diego's giving up a lot of runs, number one. They've played to the over in 4 straight.
Yeah, they've got
So
nothing.
they're just getting blasted left and right. San Diego has surrendered 33 runs
Yeah, they suck.
in 5 games, which is going to have me rate their pitching an F.
F.
Real for fuck you.
I agree.
If you ever put them on your sports ticket. And that's how we'll leave baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Skip, any off the
get the
field
fuck
news?
outta here,
Well,
dude.
we just got some breaking news.
We just put everyone to sleep.
I know. Well, I guess Conor McGregor's going crazy again.
Yeah.
Supposedly, you see the little breaking news there? Him and his buddy were throwing chairs at the UFC bus.
Yeah, I saw.
As you know, Dana White stripped him of his belt, and he should have. And Conor, one of my good friends just gave you the most amount of money you'll ever have in your entire life. You shouldn't even want to promote UFC or anything anymore. Take your money.
Fade away, dude.
Take your money,
Enjoy your life.
enjoy
man.
your wife, enjoy your kids,
Yeah.
enjoy fucking hoes, whatever it is you want to do, and just get out of the light because you know what? You're papered up. You ain't got time to argue with no UFC fighter that's making $300,000.
You got more money than you've ever had in your fucking life since Floyd just handed you a fucking gift. I mean, listen, dude.
Take that gift and go
Take
live your
that.
life for the rest of your life,
Go
dude.
enjoy yourself, man.
There's
Fuck.
no sense in, you know why? Because these people hate you. You don't want to catch no cases. Your
Right.
life is good right now, man.
Right.
Enjoy it. You deserve it. You know there's a lot of haters that are going to constantly try to fuck with you. Don't fall into it. Slide out of the limelight and go spend that goddamn money. That's what you do.
I agree.
Anyway, Skip, we would like to go over to a little basketball, but we just don't have any time. After all, baseball is where all the focus is right now.
That's where the
We're
money's
getting
at.
into playoffs with
Yep.
NBA, and we will get into that next week. Tell you who's clinched, what's going on, and I would say lay off basketball at least for the next 5 days.
Until the playoffs start. Yeah.
Until the playoffs are all clinched because it's a lot of bullshit right now.
Mm-hmm.
And with NBA, lower back pain from fucking hoes.
Right.
They smoke more weed than I do. They fucking party. They got money. They're living a lifestyle. You never know what player you're going to get. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
Or what team you're going to get.
Yep.
Major League Baseball, those are guys that are grinding. They sit on buses. They sit on airplanes. They sit together as a team. They fucking sit there and chew tobacco, fuck hoes, drink beer, and play as a unit.
Amen.
They look to get the fucking job done. It's one of the only teams out there where the team is actually a legitimate team, similar to hockey. You know what I mean? Those motherfuckers play, they bond, and they know they're on the same team. NBA team, at the end of the game, those starting 5 go 5 different directions, probably never talk to each other until the next fucking practice or game. That's how that shit works. Few of them are friends, this, that, and the other, but team unity, I wouldn't say that's NBA. That's for fucking sure.
So, speaking of teams, man, let's team up. Let's play baseball for the next 7 days. $99, 877-220-6540. $99, 1 week of baseball starting this Friday. Let's go get paid, man. I can't get, other than free, what do you want me to do?
Listen, we can win you games all fucking day long. We can put you on the right side. We can show you how to be better sports bettors. But at some point, like I said, you got to call and let us do our fucking job. Not only will we make you money and increase your lifestyle, we'll increase your swagger. We'll make your mouthpiece a little bit better. We'll make you a better salesman. We'll change your one-liners that are terrible right now and make them a little better. All I want to do is make you a better person altogether. Sales is the hardest thing in the world to do. To be one of the best salesmen in the world, to be a master closer, you got to have elephant skin. When you come to this fucking job, you leave your problems at the fucking door. You come in here, you be a fucking beast. You do whatever it takes to be on top of the fucking board, and then you go home to your family and spend the money. That's what I always said. Steve Stevens makes the money. Darren Notero spends it. I've said that, and I'll say it a fucking again. When you go into your sales job, you got to turn into a fucking beast. You got to see who's number one on the board, and you got to imitate him until you get to his level, then you surpass him. Don't ever try to recreate the wheel. Don't ever try to invent some shit on your own. One thing about us guys is we make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Don't be fooled by some fake fucking text. Don't be fooled by some fucking email or some fake ass company portraying to be us. There's only one Steve Stevens, there's only one Big Skipper, and there's only one VIP Sports. And that company made history with the only primetime television show about sports betting. We have the #1 podcast on YouTube, and we're going to have the #1 show on television when our pilot hits in 90 days. On the behalf of VIP Sports, myself, the Big Skipper, remember, don't let nobody steal your dreams. Don't be around people that ain't motivated. Surround yourself with motivation, inspire yourself, and be the best you can be. That's the heart of a champion. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
See, you wouldn't want to be you. We love you.
Oh, yeah. Fuck 'em. I don't even rap, but we had to do this for him anyway, Dirt. Fuck 'em. #1 documented company in the motherfucking world, huh? Yeah, I'm right here, Dirt. Hustler, Bookie Killer, my money long. Now I'm legit, but I used to get my money wrong. I used to pimp, jack fools to get guap. So last thing I sweat, some sucker punk cop. Right like a boss when I'm in the ghost. You run up on it, bang, another head of smoke. Came from the bottom and found a way out. Wow. Bet sports ain't never gonna play out. 10 grand to lose, 20 to gain. In my brain, my game stronger than cocaine. Gotta get paid tonight, you motherfucking right. Play with my money, you're playing with your motherfucking life. White, rich, and hard, new reality star. 19, I had $100,000 car. Fuck your bookie, I'm taking them all down. Kiss my ass, twist the cap off the crown.